Hi, I'm Maths Magician, and yes, today we're going to be learning about mean. So, what does mean actually mean? And does it have a relation with average? Absolutely. So, average and mean the exact same thing, but average is like used in more everyday life, like when you're talking to your friends or family, but mean's more mathematical and you usually use mean, not average in math. Now, I still haven't answered how to calculate a mean. To calculate a mean, do you actually have to be mean? No, it's not that bad. If you search up mean, you'll come up with an arithmetic mean is the average of numbers, a calculated central value of a set of numbers. Well, we already know it's basically an average, just a different word for it. And the cool thing is that it's a calculated central value of numbers. So say you have a set of numbers and you want to find like one number that represents all of the numbers, or like a center number. So we can do that by just finding the mean. That's one way of finding a central value. But this still doesn't answer how to calculate a mean. And what better way to discover how to calculate a mean other than examples? So first, let's look at this question. Find the average of these numbers, 7, 12, 13, and 16. So first, let me show you, before we get started, how to actually, the two steps that we need to follow, only two, to find a mean. Get rid of that. These are two steps. Add up all of the numbers and then divide the sum, which we just added up, by the count of the numbers. So first we need to add up all of the numbers. 7 plus 12 plus 13 plus 16. We do equal to, so if we just quickly add it up, that's 20 plus 28 would give us 48. And now we need to divide the sum by the count of numbers. So what this means is we have to do 48 and divide it by the count of numbers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That basically means like how many different numbers there are, and there's 4. So we divide 48 by 4, which would give us 12. The mean would be 12. So that's how you calculate a mean. And say you have like a test or you want like a formula to write down. Well, I made a little formula here. So say you have a test and you just have like a cheat sheet for your notes, then just write this down in your notes and it'll be easy to remember. But if you're not good with formulas, I've come up with a little story to help you remember. And all of them are friends. But this one girl who has a particularly mischievous face, she is hiding a bag of lollies, and she's not sharing it with her other friends. So, how does this even relate to mean? So first, I said all of these are friends. So, we have to add all of the numbers. And then, this mean one, this is how you know it's related to mean, isn't sharing the lollies. So, another word for sharing is dividing. So then, you know, you have to divide the sum by the count of numbers. So that's a little story to help you remember if you're not good with formulas or not good with remembering. Now that's done, let's go on and do some practice opportunities. I call these practice opportunities because these are opportunities for us to practice what we've just learned and become familiar with it. Question 1, find the mean. And then they give us these 7 numbers. So if we refer back here, it says add up all the numbers. So let's do that. 16 plus 5 plus 3 plus 18 plus 8 plus 10 plus 7. That will be 77. So, but if you want to actually solve this problem yourself, just pause the video and solve the problem and come back to it. But I'm just doing the solution now. So 77 is what we get when we add it all up. So now, if we refer back to the step 2, we have to divide the sum by the count of numbers. So we get 77, which is the sum of the 7 numbers, and then we divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 numbers, so we divide it by 7. 77 divided by 7 would give us 11. And then 11 is the mean, right here. So it's not very hard, just 2 steps. Now, let's do something a little different. This is a little worded problem. So the question says, Find the mean of the driving speeds of 9 different cars on a highway. The speeds of the 9 cars are 47, 46, 38, 41, 54, 43, 56, 35, and 49. I recommend you to pause the video and solve this yourself, and then tune back in to see if you solved it okay. How do we solve this? Well, when we look at the problem, we see these 9 numbers and we see find the mean. That's basically all we need. So 47. So you might remember we first have to add up all of the numbers, which would mean we have to do 47 plus 46 plus 38 plus 41 plus 54 plus 43 plus 56 plus 35 plus 49. And all that would equal to 414. Now we've got the sum, but we're not done yet. We have to do step number 2. Divide the sum by the count of the numbers. So we have the sum, which is 414. Now we have to divide it by the count of the numbers. So we count how many numbers there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we divide it by 9, which would give us 46. And usually, like, it would say kilometers per hour or miles per hour, but I just left it out because some of you might be from America and use miles per hour. Some of you might be from somewhere else and use kilometers per hour. So depends where you're from, you can put kilometers per hour or miles per hour, whatever you want. So this is going to be part 1 of my 3 video series, which is going to explore median, mode, and range, 3 other ways to calculate a central value of a dataset. If you enjoyed watching my video and learned how to calculate a mean today, then click that shiny red subscribe button. Don't forget to strike that bell to get notified when I release more fun maths videos. If you have any questions or comments about my video or any other topics that you want me to explore in my future videos, then chuck in the comment box down below. Thanks for watching, and the Maths Magician will see you later.